How long have you had this album in your pocket?
I've had this album in my in its finished form, maybe like 3 months.
XOXO by Camila Cabello is a complete steaming pile of garbage. I really want to know who approved this album. Hey guys, I don't believe I'm actually gonna go into some detail on this album, but let's get into it, guys. XOXO is by pop singer Camila Cabello. This album itself is pretty terrible. I remember when she first came out with her debut album, Camila, it was at least creative. XOXO does not do that at all. The songs themselves are just terribly done. There is not one song on this album that would actually make me think that Camila is an icon. The opening track on this album, I Love It, featuring Playboi Carti. I hate this song more than anything. If you guys want to see that review of that song, I'll put that in the description below. It's just terrible. Like, it's a complete mess. And all the songs you would actually pick to start out the album, you have that one to start out the album. Hot Uptown featuring Drake. The beat itself is just awful. Camila Cabello and Drake shouldn't be doing music together. With this one, it really tries its hardest to sound like Take Care featuring Rihanna. It just does a miserable job of it. It's a complete mess from the very beginning towards the end. Uuugly is by Drake. Camila wanted to add Drake to this album, which to me makes no sense. Did Kendrick Lamar scare off Drake so he can actually go on this album himself? The way that Drake is trying to clap back at Kendrick Lamar, this is not really looking good for him. I realized it was not going to be a really good album, but I did not expect it to be this terrible. Like, who thought this album was going to be really good? And I'm not just quoting when I say this. There's actually people out there that think that this is Camila Cabello's best work that she had released. I'm not just saying this. Camila Cabello might have just dropped one of the best albums this year. I'm so serious. Here's another person. XOXO is one of the best albums I heard this year. Every song sounds fresh, unique. I can't pronounce that word, but my only complaint is I want more. They even said it themselves that they were actually being serious. What is going on behind the scenes that people want to give this album such a positive review?
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Like I said, it's very good.
There's not a song on this album I can go back to and listen and think, yeah, this is a song that does have some potential. I'm not going to lie, Dreamgirls is not that bad after hearing it. But besides that, there's so many interludes that interrupt the moments. What moments? There are no moments. And who the heck is this guy?
And I was listening to Camila. Her music got me through it. I think that was the first music album that I actually shed tears to.
Who is this person? Camila took more time showing her sexy pictures besides creating something that was very iconic. Camila is well known to have the Cuban and Latin roots around her. And just to hear this, I was just not thrilled at all. The photographs had more potential of having their moments than this whole album. It's giving to the point where she's so desperate, buy my album. Camila is coming off in a very desperate way. A thing I did notice from her social media when she posted the vinyls, the CDs, the merch. Even the merch is even bad. Do not even get me started on that. It just screamed to me that she was very desperate for people to buy her album.
And here we are with our baby, the XOXO vinyl in baby pink. And here we are with the XOXO vinyl in baby blue and ice blue. My tie. And here we are with this recycled XOXO vinyl on Interscope.com.
Just the way Camila presents this album is giving me some sort of energy that is really strange.
We got the Target exclusive vinyl with the exclusive cover. It's all very exclusive.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
And don't forget, if you bought a signed copy, you get a signed vinyl insert with my XOXO signature.
This was pretty cringeworthy. Just to see that Camila was very proud on how this album turned out, I really just don't know what she's thinking.
If I had it in my pocket, I mean, some of the songs I've had for maybe a year, but there's always like, you know, production and finessing, like all of that has taken about a year and a half. It was like, oh, this is XOXO. That's like the character.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
I don't see that. There are no moments on this album. It's unfortunate to see that Dopamine by Normani is getting so much criticism, which I will agree, there's some moments on Dopamine that do sound very similar to one another. There are some songs that do need to take some time to get it to grow on you. With Dopamine, I can go back to it and listen to it all the way through. And I have heard my share of albums that were disappointing and some albums that were just not really getting to me. But this is a whole different story. But having every single track on this album that was just not really well put together, including the ballads, I never seen anything like this before. It's just a complete mess altogether. The album cover for this album makes no sense. It's just Camila licking a lollipop.
When she licked me like a lollipop.
It doesn't tell me anything what this album is going for. If there's any Camila Cabello fans, I'd rather be honest. Camila needs to do better than this. If you guys want to see more videos, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and comment. Take care, guys.